It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next are the Texans' star cornerback, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Texans and the Vikings, under the lights on Monday night.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. A little juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to take that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Second and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So on fourth down, is the punter Ryan Wright.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 60 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, second and 9. Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 11 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second down, Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Throwing again on second down. Tua over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. It's caught by OBJ. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Tua going to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second down and goal. Tua. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick slant, complete to OBJ. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Texans at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close 1-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
From the 41, Tua over the middle. He gets it to Collins. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator,
here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They run it again with Cook. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now Cook fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
But Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got Jordan complete right side. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Collins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to pass. Tua. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards that time.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2 and now on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Tua to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Houston set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Tua going to throw. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team.
Spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
On the return is Ward.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tua now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? The Charles... Protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Texans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.